Hello, welcome to my YouTube site. In this video I want you to explain some of the basic works I did to build this digitized Flixbus. As you can see, I built in the lights, headlights, also the interior lights of this bus. The left and right direction lights. Now, this is the Flixbus from Rietze models. It's a conventional model, so there is no motor in there, no automation, nothing. It's just a stand model. It's a nice model, but this is the chassis I want to use. It's a chassis with a motor from an old bus, from an old car system, and I want to put that into this new Flixbus and then put all the digitalization material in there. So I've taken the bus apart to see how the interior looks and how we can add the chassis. The first thing we immediately see, in fact, is that the chassis which I'm going to use is too long. It doesn't fit in. You see immediately that the wheel axis doesn't fit. I also see a small problem that the wheels might be too big to fit in the wheel openings. So that's where we have to do some work in the future to make it fit. So looking inside, I'm now going to look, in fact, how can I put the LED lights for the headlights into that car. And there, in fact, I see immediately a problem. Although on the outside the lights are transparent, the inside there is still the green plastic. So you cannot simply put a LED from the inside to make it shine through the front glass. So we need to find a solution to access those lights. The same problem we see, in fact, on the rear lights. Nice red transparent rear lights, but again from the inside we see that the green plastic is just going all the way. So we need somehow to remove that green plastic behind the rear lights and the front light. Now again, here the chassis, how are we going to fit it in? I already said the distance doesn't fit, so there is no other way, in fact, to cut it in pieces and then make it shorter. So I'm going to measure now exactly what is the difference, and we'll find out it's about 6-7 millimeter difference in that, between that chassis I have and the Flixbus. So I'm going to cut it in two parts. It's not difficult to do. It's of course a drastic measure because you can't go back anymore. So, done. It's good. But now, of course, I have to take the 6 millimeters away. So I'm going to shorten it by 6 millimeters. Next step, of course, is to glue it together. After, of course, we first test a little bit if it is really cut in the right dimensions. It seems to be fitting. Of course, the wheel openings still have to be adjusted, but the axle distance here is, in fact, I already have applied a new base plate to glue the two sections together. and it fits okay. I'm satisfied with that. Here we see in fact the headlights and the rear lights, which I've taken out of the model. And now let's look at the place of the headlights. I need in fact to drill a hole for the right and left indicators, and of course for the headlights. And the same on the back. I need again to drill 2 holes on each side, one for the rear light and one for the left and right indicator light. Here we see the holes drilled. The center hole is in fact to put the lamp cover in place in the model. And the 2 holes I'm going to put the LEDs in behind the lamp cover. The same in the rear of the bus. I drilled again 2 holes, but they were so big that in fact the whole opening became one big opening. So I've put back the covers and I installed the LEDs. And here in fact you see the result when the bus is waiting for the traffic light. And his right indicator is flashing. Now, we also have to do something on the interior, because we still need to find space for the decoder and for the batteries. And that's not foreseen, of course, in this Rietze model. So we have to remove a lot of seats, which I've done here. So I've cut away a centerpiece, and with this brass meshing piece of rod, I glue them together. And now I'm going to make a small base plate to put the batteries on top. Here the batteries already are placed. I'm going to paint them a little bit black so that you don't see them through the windows of the bus. The wires are also in place, and also in fact the temperature sensor of the batteries is in place. Here we see the chassis. I already put the wires in place for the on-off switch and the motor and the charging pins. And now of course we have to put everything together. Here we see in fact the LED lights already in place. And what you also see in fact is that I have removed more of the interior seating chassis to give space for the LED lights. And here I've put the interior into the bus. I apologize that I cannot show you any video material how I have put the LED lights in the bus and how I put the decoder in the bus, because basically I lost that material somewhere on the computer. I don't have it anymore. But you can see it on my other tutorial on how to build a SEPA bus, where you can see that part. Well, I'm quite satisfied with the result. It's a nice bus. It's a nice addition to my railroad with this nice green Flixbus. Thank you for watching.